Well, hello, this is John, also known as Tinker John or W5CYF. Before we start this video, let me just say a few words about this specific series of the next 5 videos that this consists of. If you are a regular subscriber to my channel, John Rob 281, you probably are subscribing because one of 4 genres that I specifically focus on. Those 4 genres are reloading, home machine shop, woodworking, and ham radio. This is a slight diversion from that. Nothing is changing on the channel. It's just that when I went to change the water pump on my Jeep, I looked first on YouTube and I found that there was no documentation of how to do that. So I decided to give back to the YouTube community and document this process of changing the water pump on the 3.7 Jeep. So what that means essentially is if you're a regular subscriber, nothing is changing. This is not becoming a 4-wheel drive channel specifically. And if you got on my channel because you saw the word Jeep, of course I welcome all subscribers, but I don't want to mislead you, that particular subscriber, thinking that this will be a 4-wheel drive channel. However, I do welcome all subscribers. And one final note, as I was doing this video, I mistakenly said more than once, instead of 3.7, I said 3.8. As you know, the Jeep Liberty has a 3.7 engine in it, and I don't know what I was thinking of. I had 2 engines confused on that. So this series of videos is about 25 minutes long. It's broken into 5 individual sections. And if you are contemplating changing a water pump on the Jeep, let me assure you that it is not a difficult project, and I think that the series of videos that you're starting to watch will be beneficial in that area. So hope you enjoy. I hope you learn something from this.
Well guys, down in there is the water pump on the Jeep Liberty, and this is the 3.8 liter car. You're looking at the overhead view, and of course what you see is the alternator over here, the AC compressor. Down here to the right is the power steering pump, and here is the I have to watch my lights about to fall. Down here is the idler pulley, along with another idler pulley down through here. This is the crankshaft, and this is the water pump, and this is the part, the crankshaft is down here. This is the part or the item which is behind this big pulley here. That's the one that I'm going to be replacing today. So kind of get some light down there so you can see a little bit better. Now, I've changed water pumps before, and water pumps are fairly straightforward. What happened, as I said before, I've noticed over the last day or two some slight antifreeze odor or coolant odor. So I knew something was up, and I thought perhaps it was a radiator hose, but in reality it was a water pump. Well, the way I look at it in the order of things, I would rather it have been a radiator hose. Secondly, I would rather it have been a water pump than something internal, because an external water leak or coolant leak is always much easier to repair than an internal water leak usually. So looks like, now I've never changed the water pump on this Jeep. I've changed water pumps before, but it looks, just by looking here, it's a pretty straightforward project, and hopefully I'll start this afternoon. Right now it's about 6 o'clock in the evening, and on the day before Labor Day that I had something else planned to do, but that's the way things are. So we'll have to take the belt off and then start undressing the water pump right here. I'm going to look up underneath and show you how the diagnosis was made though.